Opening English version. Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 33 of Beauty Spy War: Hunting the Hacker Host. This series is a finalist from the second Proud Korean Screenplay competition. Adapted from the original screenplay, Scorpio. In episode 32, team leader Daebum asked director Cho a chilling question. Are you also on their target list, director? A shadow crossed director Cho's face. Does he have a hidden past? Now, episode 33 brings a new target into focus. A North Korean money pipeline hidden in the gaming industry. A man who met with North Korean hackers in Dandong, China. Park Tae-sik. Daebum urges action. We need to strike now. The connection won't last more than 2 days. But once again, Director Cho hits the brakes. The U.S. President visits Korea next week. The Samsung Tesla supply chain announcement is coming. We're leading the UN Cybersecurity Treaty draft. If we make noise now, everything collapses. Is this hiding behind national security? Or strategic judgment for the greater good? Daebum's sharp retort. If we keep hiding behind the word security, this entire organization will eventually be consumed by a virus. A covert stakeout operation begins. Exhausted agents find comfort in a warm bowl of kalguksu. And then, wait, don't open it. Do not open the door. A critical moment unfolds. Let's begin. Episode 33. Hunting the Hacker Host. The air in the operations situation room was heavy and tense. Kang Daebum stood with both hands pressed against the table, pointing at the screen displaying the location of Park Tae-sik's hideout. We need to strike now. Park Tae-sik has already made contact with North Korean hackers in China. The connection won't last more than 2 days. Director Cho slowly sat back in his chair and crossed his legs. His expression was calm, but his eyes were cold. Team leader Kang, don't let emotion get ahead of strategy. I want to arrest that bastard too. But timing matters. The muscles along Daebum's jaw tightened. The moment information is transferred, it's over. He's a North Korean funding channel embedded in the gaming industry. If we leave him alone, every domestic platform will be breached. Director Cho flipped through the documents and spoke in a low, heavy voice. Do you know the U.S. President is visiting Korea next week? The Samsung Tesla supply chain restructuring announcement is coming. Global media attention is fixed on Korea. If the NIS storms in with guns claiming to arrest North Korean hackers, what kind of headlines do you think will come out? Daebum raised his eyebrows and shot back. So we're supposed to sit still? When have they ever entered without guns? If we don't move now, even the Swiss BitLock accounts will vanish. Director Cho exhaled softly and turned his head. This time is different. We're leading the draft of the UN International Cybersecurity Treaty. If foreign media starts saying, Korea can't even secure its own internal systems, the treaty collapses. Daebum fell silent, then slowly straightened his body. He looked Director Cho directly in the eyes and spoke. Director Cho, hiding behind the word security, is just running from reality. If this continues, this entire organization will eventually be consumed by a virus. The operations room fell silent. Dr. Go-eun-hee also held her breath as she watched the exchange. Director Cho tapped the desk lightly and muttered in a low voice. You have a habit of touching the most sensitive nerves. So we just leave it? Daebum pressed. 3 former agents are dead. There's a clear connection. I know. But this isn't the time to stir chaos. Timing is everything. Daebum lowered his voice, but his resolve did not waver. We can't get dragged into the reconnaissance. General Bureau's political calculations. They are executing meticulously planned assassinations. Director Cho clenched his teeth, suppressing his emotions. You're not wrong. But I've also heard directly from the director. I can't ignore the will of those above us. Daebum took a breath and spoke again. Then at least authorize the investigation into Park Tae-sik. Park Tae-sik? The gaming company chairman? The one who contacted the Black Snake Operations Unit. Yes. He met with Baek Chun-bong in Dandong, and volunteered to become a gateway for North Korean hackers. He's functioning as a host for domestic cybercrime. Director Cho sank into thought. That's a serious national security threat. Fine. Investigate that quietly. But not a single detail leaks outside. Yes. We'll proceed covertly. Late at night, Park Tae-sik got out of his car and entered his apartment building. His hand pressed firmly on the keypad lock as he entered his home. In the quiet dawn, Park Tae-sik left again. As his car exited the apartment complex, some agents tailed him. Part of the investigation team moved to infiltrate the apartment. Agents quietly ascended the stairwell of Park Tae-sik's building. One operative lightly dusted flour over the keypad lock and blew gently across it. Moments later, another agent approached with optical equipment and extracted 4 fingerprinted numbers. The following night, when the target left again, agents maintained surveillance positions around the area. One operative removed a hidden camera concealed inside a fire hydrant. They checked the number sequence displayed on the screen. The 4-digit code was entered. Click. The keypad lock opened. The agents entered the apartment silently. Using flashlights, they examined bookshelves and the interior, collected materials, and withdrew. Park Tae-sik returned home in the early morning. From the apartment across the street, NIS investigators monitored Park Tae-sik's unit through binoculars. For operational purposes, they had rented an apartment directly opposite his, using a real estate broker they trusted. The agents working in shifts looked exhausted, their shoulders slumped with fatigue. One agent, peering through binoculars set against the window frame, remained motionless, eyes locked on Park Tae-sik's apartment. A few blocks away, a special communications surveillance vehicle quietly repositioned itself. "What is it? Anything come up?" "No, not yet. Looks like he's still explaining hacking tools." "So no actual intrusion yet?" "Not yet. Multiple PCs are attempting hacking access simultaneously." Park Tae-sik sat unmoving at his study desk, searching through data on his computer. Among the team, young Gyu, who had married late, began to complain. "What the hell are we even doing every night? Can't even go home. I miss my wife. Hell, it's been over a week since I changed these damn smelly underwear." Pathetic, just pathetic. "Hey Park Tae-sik moving?" "Nope. Still there. Just staring at the monitor. Looks like he's not going anywhere tonight. Hey, this investigation isn't something that ends in one night or two." Ah, yawn. Man, all I can do is yawn. "Who's on night snack duty tonight?" Young-dae asked, yawning widely. "What time is it? I'm starving too." Jun-tae checked his wristwatch. "It's already 2 am. Team leader, get some rest." "You think I can sleep trusting you guys? Trust us and take a break. I only had cup ramen for dinner, now I'm suddenly craving hot kalguksu." "Kalguksu? Sounds good. Let's rotate, one of us go grab some nearby." When Young-dae mentioned kalguksu, Jun-tae suggested taking turns going out. "Go out? Team leader, show off your cooking skills. That kalguksu you made at the team retreat was killer." Jun-tae stiffened and jumped. "Hey. You know we'll get written up and disciplined if we miss the suspect, right?" "We know. That's why it's perfect we don't leave the location." "What? Is this punk crazy? Can't even read the room. Working like this on a holiday. It's been forever since I ate my wife's cooking. Damn it, you guys. I'm tired. So tired. Is there anything in the fridge?" Jun-tae finally gave in and asked what ingredients they had. After all, he was the team leader. He made up his mind to sacrifice. "Maybe those late-night cooking shows I used to watch will finally pay off." Smacking his lips, Jun-tae washed his hands at the sink. There's green onion and a few anchovies. Write down what we need. Someone run to the mart real quick. And grab some milk. Night work messes with the stomach. Team leader, for real? You idiots, have you lived your whole lives being fooled? Move. Fast. Yes. We'll be right back. The sink soon filled with ingredients. Jun-tae started making broth: kelp, radish, anchovies, green onion. On the table, noodles, kimchi, sesame oil all laid out. He even had the composure to explain the recipe aloud. Listen carefully. You'll need this once you get married. First, kelp, radish, anchovies, green onion make the stock. The broth turned cloudy and rich. Whoa. Next, boil the noodles, then finely chop aged kimchi. Mix it gently with sesame oil. Oh, looks amazing. Top it off. And if you've got sense, sprinkle some sesame seeds at the end. Perfect. Jun-tae gave himself a thumbs up. Wow, team leader, awesome. That's top tier. And finally, place a boiled egg on top like this presentation matters. Whoa, this is art. Hey, if we lose the suspect doing this, we're screwed. Eat fast and clean up. Still worried, Jun-tae repeatedly reminded Sang-wook, who was on watch. Sang-wook, you're watching carefully, right? Yes, sir. Don't worry. Sang-wook winked from the window. Yes. We'll eat quick and rotate. The agents slurped their noodles enthusiastically. Damn, how long has it been since I tasted my wife's cooking? Jokes flew, and the team's mood lifted. Wife's cooking? What, am I your wife now? You want me to kill you? Jun-tae smirked. Give me more. All of it. Every last drop. He scraped the bowl clean. Seriously, good work, everyone. Eat well and keep your strength up. Yes, team leader. Through this quiet act of service, Jun-tae looked after his team. It was a moment where his gentle leadership truly shined. Late afternoon. Unfamiliar figures began gathering at the entrance of Park Tae-suk's apartment. One by one, cautiously, they made their way toward Unit 505. At the same time, agents hurriedly stepped out of a van. They sealed off the area around Park Tae-suk's apartment and initiated surveillance. The target's building was an old, run-down walk-up apartment. Even when redevelopment was mentioned, no one could guess when, if ever, it would actually happen. A cargo gondola, still used to move furniture, remained installed on the rooftop. 5 or 6 agents quietly climbed the stairs to the 5th floor, where the target's unit was located. Other agents were positioned at the building entrance, discreetly controlling access. Daebum signaled to one of the agents to ring the doorbell. Ding dong. Ding dong. Who is it? Yes, delivery. Delivery? I didn't order anything. Who sent it? You'll need to check it yourself. Please sign here. There shouldn't be any deliveries coming. Who could it be? At that moment, a voice filled with suspicion echoed from inside the apartment. Wait. Don't open it. Do not open the door. Ending episode 33. How was it? In the operations room, a fierce clash erupted between Director Cho and Daebum. Daebum insisted, "We must strike now. Park Tae-sik is North Korea's financial pipeline in the gaming industry." But Director Cho read the political reality. The U.S. President's visit is imminent. The Samsung-Tesla supply chain restructuring announcement is coming. We're leading the UN Cybersecurity Treaty. If we storm in claiming to arrest North Korean hackers, now everything falls apart. Is this delaying investigation in the name of security? Or strategy for greater national interest? Daebum was furious. Hiding behind the word security is just running from reality. This organization will eventually be consumed by a virus. Finally, Director Cho made a minimal concession. Fine. Investigate Park Tae-sik quietly, but not a single detail leaks outside. And so, a covert stakeout operation began. Collecting fingerprints with flour. Removing hidden cameras from fire hydrants. Deploying wireless signal interception. Vehicles to monitor all of Park's communications. For the exhausted agents. Team Leader Jun-tae personally cooked kalguksu noodles. You all work so hard. Eat well and stay strong. The comfort of a warm bowl. A moment where gentle leadership truly shined. But then, late afternoon, suspicious individuals begin gathering at Park Tae-sik's apartment, one by one. They cautiously make their way to Unit 505. Agents rush from the van, sealing off the area around the building. Daebum signals to proceed. Ding dong. Ding dong. Who is it? Yes, delivery. At that moment, Sang-wook's desperate cry echoes from inside. Wait. Don't open it. Do not open the door. What's waiting behind that door? Why did Sang-wook desperately try to stop them? In episode 34, the shocking truth inside Park Tae-sik's hideout, and the reality of the North Korean hacker organization will be revealed. Open that door, and everyone dies. Please stay tuned for episode 34. Thank you for listening. Episode 34. Opening meant. Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 34 of Beauty Spy War. Capturing host Park Tae-sik spy collaborator. This series is a finalist from the second Proud Korean Screenplay competition. Episode 33 ended with Sang-wook's desperate cry. Wait. Don't open it. Whatever you do, don't open that door. Today, that door opens. The hacker organization burns evidence and smashes computers. Agent Suho rappels from the rooftop into the balcony. Park Tae-sik escapes like a flying squirrel. 5th floor to 4th, 3rd to 2nd. Daebum roars, "You son of a bitch. Don't let anyone escape." After a breathtaking chase, both Park and Sang-wook are captured. But then, the investigator before Sang-wook is team leader Jun-tae. "Jun-tae Hong? Why are you here?" Investigator and suspect. But they're childhood friends, like brothers. Jun-tae interrogates with evidence, then appeals to the heart. "Think about your mother. She sold eel to raise you. Cooperate, and I'll get her the best surgeon." And Sang-wook whispers something shocking. "Is that true? Let's begin. Do not open the front door." Under any circumstances, Sang-wook instantly realized that the investigation had arrived. He himself had long been running secret errands for the Black Snake Operations Unit on behalf of his father. So his instincts were sharper than anyone else's. He always assumed he was being tailed. If he locked eyes with a stranger, he became tense. Like someone who had committed a crime and was being hunted. Some days he would panic at the slightest thing and bolt in terror. Other days he walked with his head lowered and his shoulders hunched. Whenever someone suddenly ran toward him, he would instinctively flee. He even practiced staring at himself in the mirror. Wearing a blank, indifferent poker face, training himself to hide any sign of fear. Is it the police? Or maybe the National Intelligence Service? I'll burn all the critical files. You smash the laptop and all the auxiliary devices with a hammer. Destroy them completely. Move fast. We still have time. Tae-sik pulled out a lighter. He set fire to the collected documents. As the flames rose, thick white smoke began to billow. Erase everything written on the whiteboard. All the hacking routes. Yes. I'll wipe it clean. Hurry. We still have time. Once they come in, we scatter and run. Then we regroup later. The smell of burning paper spread as the flames grew. They burned classified materials, smashing semiconductor memory chips inside computers with hammers. White smoke began creeping out from beneath the apartment's front door. Outside, Suho began kicking the door violently and shouting, "Hey! Open the door! Hey! Open up! We know everything! Open it! They figured it out! Those bastards won't open the door! You sons of bitches! You won't open it!" Inside, however, there was no sign of surrender at all. Outside, agents holding crowbars kicked and shook the door in mounting urgency. Daebum, who had arrived as backup, issued rapid orders. They're destroying evidence inside. Young-dae and Ji-hoon go up to the roof. Enter through the balcony and open the front door. Yes. They rushed up to the rooftop, but it wasn't as easy as expected. The cargo gondola hanging from the roof was not working. They took out a rope and wrapped it around the ventilation structure. Beside the rooftop water tank, they pulled it tight, checking the stability. "I'll go down first." "Okay. I'll follow right after." Soo-ho, a former Navy Special Forces operator, carefully stepped onto the rooftop railing. Uncoiling the rope, he began descending slowly. Inside the apartment, men were waiting near the balcony, with weapons, ready to resist. But Soo-ho pushed both boots against the wall, swung like a pendulum, and kicked through the balcony window like an Entebbe-style commando. The armed men were quickly subdued by the trained agents. Inside the smoke-filled apartment, a brutal close-quarters battle erupted. Fists flew. Kicks slammed. It became a chaotic melee. The resistance was fierce. Soo-ho managed to force the front door open. Moments later, agents stormed inside. Fighting his way forward, Daebum shouted, "Get them! Don't let a single one escape!" The agents lunged to capture them, while the suspects fought back and tried to flee. Sang-wook managed to slip out into the hallway and sprinted down the corridor at full speed, agents in pursuit. After a fierce struggle, he was finally caught near the flower bed. On the first floor, an agent snapped handcuffs around Sang-wook's wrists. Sang-wook turned and glared at the agent as if he wanted to kill him. "Wait. No. Who is that?" When Sang-wook saw the agent's face, his eyes widened in shock. "Huh? Jun-tae Hong? Why are you here? What are you? Are you NIS? You don't need to know." Lee Sang-wook. "Don't move. Hong, are you a cop? NIS? What are you? What the hell are you? You can't tell? Where is Park Tae-sik? Ah, fuck. How would I know? Why are you asking me that?" Sang-wook shook his cuffed hands up and down as he yelled back. "What? You don't know? We went easy on you because you're a friend's kid brother, damn it. So that whole time you told me you worked at a publishing company in Paju. Is that what matters right now? Hey, where did Park Tae-sik run off to?" The target, Park Tae-sik, sprinted toward the balcony and leapt to the neighboring apartment. Following the L-shaped bend of the apartment block, he fled downward. Gripping the balcony railing, he stretched his legs. The railing of the floor below was just barely within reach. Jumping between the tightly packed adjacent apartments. Left to right, right to left. He dropped from the 5th floor to the 4th. Like a flying squirrel, he hurled his body forward, clinging to the balcony frame as he escaped. This time, he ran toward apartment 404. Daebum pointed and shouted, "Get him! That way! Apartment 404. But instead of being caught, Park Tae-sik taunted them and sprang from the 4th floor down to the 3rd. Furious, Daebum shouted again, "You bastard! You think you can get away? Dream on. Block him over by 305. Park Tae-sik zigzagged expertly, dropping from the 3rd floor to the 2nd. From the 5th to the 4th. To the 3rd. And again to the 2nd. He kept leaping like a flying squirrel. Daebum, now fully enraged, roared, "You son of a bitch! Block the playground on the 1st floor." Each time, Park Tae-sik changed direction. Unpredictably, slipping through their net, agents surged after him down the 4th floor. Then the 3rd, then the 2nd following his every move. As Park Tae-sik came down toward the flower beds, Yong-ho anticipated his path, and slammed him down with a perfectly timed takedown. The chase finally ended. Park Tae-sik and the agents were all gasping for breath. Soo-ho twisted Park Tae-sik's arm behind his back and snapped handcuffs on. Park Tae-sik looked up at him with weary, defeated eyes. "You are under arrest for violations of the National Security Act, the Unfair Competition Prevention and Trade Secret Protection Act, and related charges. You have the right to remain silent and to retain an attorney." And this CD containing a DDoS attack program, received from North Korea, will be seized as evidence. Sang-wook was also loaded into a transport vehicle and taken to the National Intelligence Service. As Park Tae-sik and Sang-wook were being arrested and driven away, a man watched and reported to someone else, "Yes, they've been arrested and placed in the vehicle for transfer. Keep a close eye on them." "Yes. Understood." Jun-tae summoned the detained Sang-wook into a separate office next to the interrogation room. "Step outside for a moment." "Yes." The accompanying agent nodded and left. Jun-tae looked straight at him. "Sang-wook, tell me, why were you there? What the hell?" "I was there because I had a reason to be there." "Hey, you're doing this in place of your father, aren't you?" "What are you talking about? In place of who? I know you've been doing this since your father disappeared." "Stop it. Don't talk about my family. Kill me if you want. And I know Jang Sang-man has been backing you." "Who's Jang Sang-man? Who is that?" Jun-tae snapped. "You little punk." He smacked Sang-wook on the head with a file. "That wasn't as an investigator. That was from a brother who's known you since you were a kid." "What are you so cocky about? What do you know? More than you think. I even know about your mother's back." Sang-wook stared at him, speechless, unable to comprehend how Jun-tae knew so much. You thought I was bluffing? I looked into it for the investigation, but she's also the mother of someone I care about. Yeah, right. You're just another bastard who looks down on me. Try that again. I'm not talking to you as a cop right now. I'm talking as someone who's worried about you. Kill me if you want. Where did you find some idiot who got sponsored by a conglomerate chairman? How do you know that? I know he sent you to study in Germany. Did you really dig into everything about me? Open your eyes and look at this. What is it? After seeing this, can you still lie? Jun-tae threw a copy of a ledger onto the desk. Look at this import ledger. Sang-wook's eyes wavered as he looked at the ledger, saying nothing. As team leader at Amazon Land, you imported a lot of dogs from overseas, didn't you? It was for business. Some very expensive ones. And a lot of guide dogs. We trained golden retrievers and matched them with visually impaired families. But you also imported Portuguese water dogs. Sang-wook's pupils flickered slightly. Portuguese water dogs? Maybe. Don't play dumb. 2 of them, right? Yeah. 2. So what? One died of bone cancer after the Amazon land chairman kept it. What about the other? It died during training. During training? Yes. Really. Don't lie to me. You went to Danyang Lake, didn't you? Sang-wook's eyes twitched again. Why would I go there? This is the dog you trained, isn't it? No. Look closely. That's the Portuguese water dog you imported. No. This is the dog food you dropped in the mountains, the premium Swedish brand you use at Amazon Land. You fed it to that dog, didn't you? No. There are tons of black dogs in the world. Look at this. A photo from a boat on Danyang Lake. A black Portuguese water dog. I don't know. That's the dog you kept on a boat in Spain. The best swimmer of its breed. So what? It has nothing to do with me. Still lying? You bought waterproof radio transmitters at Yongsan Techno Mart, didn't you? Why would I buy those? You even had Song Yoseb buy them for you, and told him to use the stairs instead of the elevator. No, he already confessed. Who is that? Your dog trainer at Amazon Land. So he bought them? Yes. Want me to call him right now? You can't, can you? You're caught. This is so unfair. You have a lot to feel unfair about. Do you even know what you're doing? What did I do? You're a damn fool. What? Your father's a North Korean spy. You should have reported him and cut ties. Instead, you kept helping him. He's not a spy. We're victims too. Jun-tae lit a cigarette for Sang-wook. Sang-wook, listen to me. Think about your mother. She sold eel at the market to raise you. So you could become a corporate team leader. You want to throw your life away because of your father? You know what North Korea is like. Give me a cigarette. Here. Sang-wook took a drag and exhaled. Jun-tae pressed on. Your mother needs back surgery now. If she waits, she'll never be able to walk properly again. I'll get her the surgery. Will it help? Yes, but only if it's done soon. Thank you. I'll get the best surgeon in the country. So cooperate with us and let's end this. Let's live like human beings now. Okay? Suddenly Sang-wook leaned close and whispered into Jun-tae's ear. Jun-tae's expression changed. Is that true? Ending meant. Episode 34. How was it? The door opened. Agent Soo-ho breached through the balcony. A fierce battle erupted inside. Park Tae-sik leapt between balconies like a flying squirrel, but was finally captured at the flower bed. And Sang-wook, the investigator who appeared before him, was Jun-tae, someone he'd known since childhood. Jun-tae presented the evidence. Portuguese water dogs, Danyang Lake photos, waterproof transmitters. But Sang-wook kept denying everything. Then Jun-tae touched his heart. Think about your mother. She sold eel at the market to raise you. Her back is so damaged she can't even look at the sky. I'll schedule her surgery with the best doctor. In return, cooperate with us. Sang-wook, a mother who sold eel to raise her son. A mother whose bent back prevents her from seeing the sky. Sang-wook slowly spoke, then suddenly leaned close and whispered into Jun-tae's ear. Jun-tae's expression changed. Is that true? What shocking information did Sang-wook reveal? Episode 35 will reveal the truth. Hong, please trust me. Please stay tuned for episode 35. Thank you for listening.